This is NHTV2, North Haven Government Television, a service of North Haven Community Television. The following program is brought to you through the support of the Town of North Haven.
Commissioner Brasula was extremely successful in raising the funding that he did thanks to many of the donors who are here with us today. You know, we had a conversation about, okay, so we find somebody, then what happens? You know, how do we, if we find somebody out in the Quinnipiac River, if we find somebody in Peters Rock or anywhere else, Sleeping Giant, how do we get to them then? So we had a gator that looks very similar to this, that's about 16 years old. What you try to do in the fire service is always try to prepare for what happens if something fails. You try to put redundancies in your operations. So the conversation said, you know, we really could use a newer gator, something that we know is going to be more dependable on what we have now. And that's when what was purchased behind you came together. So that is a brand new John Deere Gator. Was painted red for the fire department. It's a diesel engine, it's four-wheel drive, it has a winch on it. In some of the places that we go, we have to be concerned about getting stuck ourselves. So with that, we have really revolutionized our rescue operations here. We can find somebody from the air, we can get them on the ground. And that's something that is very unique to the fire service, at least in this area. You know.
Outstanding analysis, Chief. What we see at the back here is the drone, and we see, of course, the vehicle. And this is kind of a wonderful, perfect storm of collaboration. When we look at the efforts of Peter Criscola, again, one of the longest standing commissioners in the history of North Haven on any board of commission, the wonderful business community that we have here who've already introduced themselves. And we see Andy Anastasia here from Anastasia Trucking, was also one of the benefactors. This really is a powerful symbol for how North Haven really operates in terms of collaboration in a bipartisan fashion with our commission members, an outstanding group of commissioners who serve the town very well, our businesses who are so important to us here in North Haven, and working with the outstanding leadership of Chief Paul Janiszewski and his management team here at this firehouse, serving the fine citizens of North Haven. So thank you, everybody, for an outstanding effort. Keep them over here, please, okay? I want to personally shake your hand. I have seen a lot of Herculean efforts down through the years, but none that exceeded the efforts that you did in this initiative. And I should also point out that not only did he raise over $40,000, I think, for the drone, $43,000 for the drone and for the vehicle, he has also raised aggregately over $73,000 on other initiatives that have benefited this fire department. Right, Chief?
Yeah, so a number of years ago, we had the Lucas device, which is the cardiac machine, which allows CPR to take place robotically, more or less, without the fatigue of somebody else providing that. And then a number of years before that, it was the electric Jaws of Life, battery-operated Jaws of Life, which he raised funding for. So, you know, he's really taken this funding level to a whole new level for us.
All I like to say, Michael, is it was a team effort. No one gives money just to one person. They believe in the team. We have the best fire chief, the best department, both career and volunteer. We have the best. Comes to the police department, we have a fantastic chief, runs a great operation there. The police department, public works with Lynn and Victor, our board of ed. We have Ed Smikowski, who I call him Gorilla Glue Hands. He keeps the money very tight to the vest. He doesn't waste any money. And people believe in the team, they don't believe in one person. So it's a lot easier to go out and ask people for funds to help purchase rescue items. We also got the trailer, that's brand new also. That comes with us. So it's a great package, it's a great town, it's great people, and the common denominator here is everyone that contributed is a personal friend of mine. So that works out very well. And just for the record, there's some I have not called yet, but I will be calling you. So please answer your phone. We need a few more dollars. And here's Len Fasano, our state rep, again. And then, of course, last but not least is Michael. When people look at the town, they say, a CEO like him, 169 towns, we're in the top 10. For a AAA rated town for 4 or 5 years in a row, that's because of the CEO. And people see that, they don't mind contributing. They know it's for a good cause and it's not wasted money. So there's where team comes in. Thanks, guys. Everybody, the chief did a spectacular job. He did all the legwork and all the paperwork. So he deserves a lot of the credit. Thank you very much.
All right. Want to see it fly? Yeah, it did, right? Yeah. So what you have here is, I have the thermal imaging camera up right now. So there's two cameras, actually three cameras on this. There's one camera here that allows you to, when you're up, flying in the air, any point in time, you kind of lose your orientation, kind of where you are. You can throw the forward picture camera on, you can quickly orient yourself with which direction the drone is pointing. This here is a digital zoom camera, that's not what's on right now, and the next one is a thermal imaging camera. So they all have zoom capabilities. The digital camera here is unbelievable. You get it up in the air from here, you can shoot with Haven Harbor. Yesterday I had it up and I was able to see people on East Rock hiking from here, clear as day, what they were wearing and everything. So the cameras on this are really something else. And it's going to allow us to do a lot because when you're flying about up to 400 feet high, this will fly almost 3 miles away and still have contact with the remote. The intent is you can never fly it further than you can see it. So we have some lights that we can put on at night that really allow you to be able to visualize the drone no matter where it is and make sure that you always have contact. There are safety built into it. So at any point in time it loses contact with your remote controller, it'll know where it took off from and start coming right back and it'll land where it took off from. So it's really an incredible machine. And the thermal imaging camera, which is up here now, well, that's what allows you, when you have somebody who's missing, a hiker who's missing, or somebody who's stranded up on Sleeping Giant or Peters Rock, and we can't find out where they are. Let's see even a fire. I mean, we've had fires before where we know there's smoke, we can see there's a fire somewhere, we can't figure out where. So we can actually launch the drone, use the thermal imaging camera, and find anybody who may be out there stranded, find where a fire might be, find where there may be a boat on the Quinnipiac River. It's really that exact. All right, so it's going to get cold when I open that door. I just want you to know that.
I'm only the passenger on the flight. Let's go.
Holy man. Yeah, she wants to get on the drone camera.
Yeah, see if you get it back here.
Take a lot to learn it.
No, it's just a matter of just knowing how to do it, that's all. Yep. It's cold out here.
Does it have a soft landing?
Yeah, it'll actually know as it starts getting close to the ground right now. Yeah. It'll know.
What do you think?
Wow.
Amazing.
Great. That's
Amazing.
Yep, and like I said, it will fly up to 3 miles away, but you can't fly it further than you'll see it.
wow.
Yep.
Does that carry water?
Yeah, right? That's what's coming, you watch. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Well, you look at the military, I mean, some of those drones do all kinds
They do a lot of things.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can we make metal?
The preceding program is brought to you in part through a grant from the town of North Haven. Watch town meetings or other videos on demand at nhtv.com.